What's the word? What's the word? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, cuzzos. Uh, let's get this started. We got early games today. I want to make sure this get out to everybody. Um, First and foremost, shout out to another good day of home runs. The projections have been on point. Projections been on point. Yesterday was what projected to be 34. Make sure I ain't tripping. 34. It ended up being 37. So that's like 4 or 5 days in a row, or 4 out of 5 days where it's been about 3 or 4 homers over projected. And even the day when it was only 8, it was 7. So it was still only one away. So shout out to that. These projections on ballpark been on point. Today we projected to have 32 homers. So let's keep that in mind. Always want to start here. Before we go any further, make sure you spamming that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications so every live stream Monday through Friday it comes over here to YouTube, and you will be notified instantly as soon as the upload is complete. Same with weekends. I don't go live on weekends. I'm on daddy duty, full effect. But I still pre-record to get the information out to the streets. The streets will always be fed. So subscribe, turn those notices on, but more importantly, spam that like button. Share this to whatever social media platform you on. Let's get the word around. Let's keep building the Cuzzo community. All right, now back to this. So we got 32 projected today. Um, Again, you can always just look here and you can see where they projecting the most homers out of which games. Which teams are they projecting to get the most homers today? The darker the green, the better. So you see that which games that they're saying most likely won't project a lot of home runs in. You also got this. So this is right here for the third. Make sure it's today. Yep, it's today. Okay. So you looking for those. I always just sort it here so I can see which games to target. It kind of go with the last screen, but you can see more of why. Plus 32 homers, plus 10 runs. You see good weather. I think, let me see. One line is 5 to 9 mile an hour. 2 lines is 10 to 14. 3 is 15. So okay, so you can see like it's between 5 and 9 mile an hours out, whatever the case is though. So these are your top projected games today for homers based on weather and stadium conditions. Again, you can see which ones that they're saying avoid. That's having negative expectance for homers or extra homers, I shall say. Just because it's negative don't mean it won't be a homer in that park. It's just saying with the weather conditions and everything else, the average would be 18% or 1 point or whatever. Matter of fact, it's a way of, let me see, model number. So people think that plus 32 is like 32% more. No, it's just saying like, so 0.73, that's roughly like one extra home run per 9 innings, right? So it's not a big of a number as you think, but it's still telling you who got positive expectance for more homers that day than your average, right? So you can see which parks to target. Y'all can screenshot that. You could play, pause, rewind, whatever works for you. So let's get into this slate. I just definitely always want to start with showing you which parks they saying you might want to target, how many projected we looking at for the day, things of that nature. All right, so here's your slate. Big slate today. Game starting early. These is from last night. So starting here at Fenway Park, 11:30. The one game that they're not showing on here is the Speedway Classic that's supposed to resume today at 1. So they don't see that. Hopefully, I don't even know. So we'll see if it's on the other part to even dive into. Most home runs today versus pitchers. Carlos Correa has 3 homers against Lucas. Best odds at plus 600 on Bet365. Mitch Garver, Corbin Carroll, Rojas, Lubob, Brandon Marsh, Jose Altuve, and Kyle Schwarber. All of those have 2 homers against the pitcher today. So this is good to note if you're a person who into history matchups between pitchers and batters. So keep that in mind as well. Let's get into this slate. All right, so we got Diamondbacks have let. This is why is this showing me yesterday? Let's take those off. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. All right, Astros, Red Sox. We got 80 degrees, which is great for carry. Wind. It's saying 4 mile an hour is going to left field. We got Framber Valdez versus Lucas Giolito. Framber, 8 homers, 1 to lefties, 7 to righties. He's not a home run person that I would target if I had better options. And he got 8 homers given up. Cool. He giving up less than a homer a game. But more importantly, the first thing I noticed, not only is he giving up this low barrel, he don't give up fly balls. He don't give up a lot of fly balls. He's not a fly ball pitcher. So that alone is something, the low fly ball percent and the low home run per nines, that's something that's telling me, like, if I got better options, go that route versus staying here if I can help it. Lucas Giolito, 13 homers, 7 to lefties, 6 to righties. Here's a little different. About a homer a game to both, 8% to right. He got that. We always want to see that 10% or higher. He got a 13% barrel to lefties, more fly balls, and more fly balls result in the homers for him. All right, let's get into these batters. Let's start from the top. Duran. Matter of fact. Okay, so Duran. Lefty versus, so they're going against lefty. So you can see Duran on 150 at bats. He only got 1 homer, not too much power, lower batting average. So this kind of makes sense, seeing these lower numbers. Let me see. Is it anything specific? I mean, 55% sinker, 10% fly ball last 10, 20% last 5. So, okay. Look like it might be those righties. So Trevor Story, last 10, 94-10. Last 5, power going up. What about to the right? Is there anything super? Let me see something. Pitches, 2 homers to the curve, change 4. Okay, so I'll leave them. All right. Last 10, 94-10. Last 5, 97-0. 40% fly, 80% hard hit last 5. 30% fly, 60 hard hit last 10. Trevor Story is at plus 700. He's in a good spot. And I ain't even noticed he got 3 homers in his last 4 games. So he's actually seeing lefties well. 5 homers against lefty, a 444 slug with almost a 200 ISO. We see he can hit fly balls. We see that he getting consistent hard hits, and we see he got the exit velocity, the power to go yard. And he actually have 7 homers at home with a 400 slug. So, Sedan, 20% barrel over his last 10. Let's see. 20% fly, 30 hard hit last 10. So his ground ball is going up higher and higher. So that might be something you might want to lean total bases, if anything. Willier, last 10, last 5. Y'all had a 55% pitch lefty, sinkers. 20% fly, 40 hard hit, 11% fly over 10 at bat. So it's looking like it might be those righties more often than not. You might catch a couple lefties, but it's looking like it might be the righties on the splits. Carlos, 10% fly over his last 10, 60, a lot of ground balls though. Bregman, 89-10 over his last 10, 88-0 over his last 5. No fly balls in his last 5 at-bats from a lefty seeing these pitches. Last 10, he got a 10% fly. So this might be one of the ones. And again, I'm not even tripping if I don't see something I like for real, because just on the strength that I know that is not a home run friendly pitcher, a fly ball pitcher, I most likely would just be playing hits and total basis anyway. Romy, man, it's hard not to take Romy Gonzalez. His shit look crazy again. 101-30 over 10 at-bats. 101-60 over his last 5 at-bats. That is insane. If you want to even look against the sinker, he still got a 97-12 over 10, 102-20 over 5. But I'm going to put all 3 back like I looked at all the righties. 60% fly ball, elite level home run to fly ball ratio. Everything is hit hard. 30-20-80 over 10. And you getting him at plus 800. Last time he looked like this, we caught him sleep at plus, 1,050. You still getting him at plus 800. I love Romy metrics. I love his StatCast, and I love those odds today. Like I said, this last 5, 101 with a 60% barrel. He is going absolutely apeshit. All bright green in his individual logs. So keep that in mind. Roman Anthony against lefty. Ref Snyder, okay, 95-20 over 5, 94-10 over 10, 10% fly ball over 10, 20-20-40. I wish it was a little higher, but I guess you could use him as another, like a long shot. He definitely got the power to barrel. and he getting some fly balls. He do got a high ground ball. So again, you can resort to the total bases and go that route and call it a day. Y'all don't got enough at bat. So yeah, the only things I really seen for real is Romy for sure. That's an automatic, especially at 8-1 odds. At plus 800, that is crazy with his kind of power and consistent barrels. If you want a little second spot, the second best spot that I seen, matter of fact, or was it Trevor? Hold on. 30%, 60, 48. Oh, it's Trevor. I like Trevor over Rob. Okay, so Romy Gonzalez, and Trevor Story. And clearly, again, Romy is the best option. But if you want a second option, Trevor Story as well. And he also got 3 homers in his last 4 games. So he's seeing the ball very well. We move over to the Astros. Altuve, remember, he got 2 homers against Lucas already in his career with a 600 slug and a 375 ISO off 16 at-bats. That's crazy power. Let's come here. Anything dominant 4-seam. Okay, 91-10 last 10, 86 last 5. Fly balls, no hard hits though. Fly ball, 30% hard hit. I like the fly ball percent. It's the inconsistent hard hits. It's like look at these right here. So you see he getting the power, these bright green spots here, but it's like generally when he do, except for this one where he got a homer, it ain't been no power to go with it. So it's resulting into a fly out. So let's just see what else we can find first, and then I'll come back to that. 89, 30% barrel over his last 10, 40% barrel over his last 5. He's 4-seam heavy, almost 50%. Last 10, 93-30. Last 5, 92-40. 40% fly ball, 20 home run on the fly ball. 60% fly ball, 20% home run on the fly ball. Christian Walker's in a great spot at plus 480. Great value as well. Yandy Diaz. Now you're a righty too, so 4-seam heavy. 89, so 90 exit velo, 10% barrel, 95-20. 40% fly, 20% home run the fly ball, 30% fly ball, 10%. Yainer might go yard today against the 4-seam. He see enough 4-seams, he might, and he also has a homer against him. 4 at-bats with a 1,000 slug and a 750 ISO. That's crazy. So you got Christian Walker, Yainer. Remember, Carlos Correa has 2 homers against him. Against the 4-seam, 99 exit velo, 100 exit velo last 10. Are you hitting no fly balls? That's the only problem. He got crazy pop. As far as power, no fly balls. In his last 10, 15. Damn, it's been 20 at-bats where he got it since he had a fly ball off a 4-seam from a right-hand pitcher. That's insane. So I probably will resort for him in total bases or hit run RBIs or things of that nature. But home run, he not hitting my radar with that low 4-seam. That low fly ball percent. Cam Smith, another one. 50% 4-seams. We got to see it through. 40-40. 40-20. Got to be better than that, man. 92-20. Jeremy Pena. 89-20, so he consistently got a 20% barrel. We're going to see a lot of 4-seams. 99-20 over 10 at-bats. 93-20 over 5 at-bats. 20% fly ball, 80% hard hit. 20-20. Now, this is a tricky one because, again, it's only 20% max, but 40-30, like they all within the same, you know what I'm saying? They're not far from each other. So you might can use him as a long shot, maybe at plus 700, even in the last 5. 20, 40. They all so close. The one thing he does do is consistently hit the ball hard. 80%, 60%, 99 exit velo average. So you could use, I say, Pena today as a long shot at plus 700. Jesus, he's seeing righties well. 97-20 over 10. 98-40 over 5. Is he 4-seam dominant to y'all? Yes, he is. To the 4-seam, 98-20 over 10, 99-20 over 5. Great metrics. Now, this is going to be 30% fly ball, 20, 40, 40, 80. Consistent here. 30% fly ball, 550. I like Jesus. I do like Jesus. As long as you can give me a 30% fly ball, we good to go. 1 out of every 3 at-bats, you hitting a fly ball. And you're going to get 3 at-bats minimum. So that's what I need to see. If you can get the power behind it, that's out of here. So you got Christian Walker, Yainer Diaz, Jesus Sanchez. All y'all going to see 4 seams. Sheesh. 40% barrel last 5, 30% barrel last 10, Ramon. And I forgot he did just get over there from Boston. Against the 4 seam, 30% barrel over 10. Last 5, 102.60. Look at these last 5 at-bats, y'all, from a right-hand pitcher pitching a 4 seam. I'm talking about in a row. These are back-to-back at-bats. These 3 at-bats right here is in the same game. He had 3 at-bats that game, and every one of them he had a chance to hit a homer, and he got 2 out of the 3. And he should have had 3. If he would have got a little bit more power behind that, that would have been a 3rd homer in that game. That's what I like to see. I tell y'all all the time, you want to see consistent, hard-hit at-bats. These are back-to-back at-bats from a right-hand pitcher pitching a 4 seam. His exit velo went through the roof. His barrel went through the roof. That is crazy. So I'm going to go out on a limb and switch him for Pena. Switch Pena for him. I do like Jeremy's, but Jeremy's, it was kind of like stretching it. You ain't got to stretch this at all. This looked crazy, and he had plus 740. I love his odds, so this might be our long shot for the day. For this game. Oh, hold on. Got to just go 4 seam everybody. I'm on. Okay, so yeah, you got Christian Walker, Yainer Diaz, Jesus Sanchez, and then your long shot is Ramon Urias, however you say that name. I'm sorry, I'll be cooking names. My bad, but y'all get the point. Him at plus 740 with these kind of metrics, insane. Insane. So keep that in mind. All right, second game, we got Dodgers Rays. This going to be a good game as well. We got 90-degree weather again out there. Great for carry. Winds going out 8 miles an hour. Great for carry. And then Rays at home in that spring training park. It's just, you see Yandy yesterday out there with 2 like damn near line drive homers. So you got a great home run friendly park. 90-degree weather to help the ball go further, and winds going out to help with carry. We got Yamamoto, 10 homers, 3 to lefties, 7 to righties, against Joe Boyle, 2 homers, and both of those are to lefties. He don't got a lot of in his pitch, so be careful, take all this with a grain of salt. Identify what you see, regardless. But he only got 2 in his pitch to lefties, 1.7 to righties, so let's say 2. He don't even have a lot of in his pitch, so just be careful with, like the statistics get showing. It's going to be inflated. Junior Caminero. He was somebody on our, let's start here. So Yandy Diaz, he was somebody on our radar yesterday, went for 2, shout out him. He been seeing him well. You can see it's green across the board. This is all his at-bats, 308 at-bats this season against right-hand pitchers. Damn near 300 batting average, good slug, 159 ISO. So you can see he's been seeing righties well. We said the same thing yesterday. I like to do this now. I've been noticing something. They top 2 pitches until I see they ain't gave up a homer. So like, okay, so 4 seam splitter. 4 seam splitter. So take off these. Shit, that just changed everything. Damn. 99 exit velo, 30% barrel over 10, 95 20 over 5. 50% fly ball, 70 hard hit. 60% fly ball, 40 hard hit. Yandy's in a great spot again today at 575. And you can see he loved playing at home. Look, he got 20 homers on the year. He got 16 homers when he played in this stadium, in this park, with a 500 slug. He take full advantage of them being in this temporary park, this Little League park. He take full advantage of it. 16 of his 20 homers is here. So I say that to say I did it for a reason. A lot of people be scared to take players because they went yard the day before. That's why I'm showing you that. Take advantage of somebody who taking advantage of a certain park. He takes full advantage of playing in this little park. So that does not mean he can't go yard again today. Junior Caminero. Again, I see that he's throwing the splitter and four seam the most, so I want to watch those two pitches. That's the two that he gave up 4 homers on as well. 40-10, 40. Got to be better than that. 40-20. I don't know, Junior. Be low. See here. 30-30, 19. I'll leave it there. He's been seeing them well all year. These specific pitches I don't like. Let me see, 87 exit velo. Yeah, like you don't got enough power, consistent power on these since you've been back from injury right now. 10% barrel, 20% barrel. Taylor Walls, hold on. 50% fly, 30 hard hit last 10, 60-40 at plus 1,000. We have us a long shot. He got barrel. He almost at that 90 exit velo. You can see some bright green down here, but more importantly, he hit a lot of fly balls. That's the shit I'm into. He hit a lot of fly balls. Mangum. I was calling this motherfucker Magnum. I'm tweaking. I don't think I ever paid attention to that. Morel, 93-20 over 10 on all the pitches. You're going to see a lot of fat four seams and splitters. His power went up. His barrel went up over 10. 90-20 over 5. High fly ball percentage, 10% home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. I don't see his line, but if he play again, I think he might be one of them day late, Shaw. He looked like this yesterday and didn't do nothing. So maybe today might be the day. I do like him, though. I don't know what his line going to be or if he going to play. I do like it. Are you a righty? You are. So go four seams and splitters. Okay, 92-20. Damn, he be hitting the ball like that. 30%, 50, 20. Not really. I don't know who none of these people are down here. Every time I say that about somebody, they come out there and go yard. Yandy Diaz and Morel in this order, like Yandy, Christopher, and then the long shot is Taylor Walls today. 20% barrel over his last 5, 10% over his last 10, 50% fly ball, 30% hard hit, 60%, 40 his last 5. So you can see, I don't know how this stayed in the park. A 101, 26, 384 ended up being a double, so it must have hit off the wall. So, and versus righties, he got 4 homers this year. 1 at home. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely in the long shot spot for sure. So keep that in mind. Excuse me. All right. We go to the Dodgers. Shohei. They actually put his odds at 2-1. They're giving you 200 odds on him. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good for once. Let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Where is this at? Okay. All right. So Shohei's in a good spot. 97-30. Is it anything dominant? He's super heavy on the four seam. Versus righties, you can see that Ohtani has been going crazy. 30 homers, 600 slug, almost a 400 ISO. That's elite power. Everything about this is great. Bright green down here. Looking at the four seam, last 5. Hold on. Okay, 40% fly ball, 50 hard hit. So Shohei's in a good spot today. And then again, with that kind of power, being like a Shohei in this little park, yeah, you might want to take that, especially at 2-some where you could put him with another person and get like a plus 1,000. Good to go. Andy, four seam slider, those both. Okay, so the righties is the same. Yep, righties is the same. Lefties is getting four seam heavy. 91-20 over his last 5, 91-10 over his last 10, 40% fly ball, 10 home run to fly ball, 30, 60-20, 40. Watch Freddie at plus 480. I feel like I said his name yesterday as well, and he should have did 1 yard. 30% barrel for Hernandez over 10 at bats. No fly balls though, so you a lefty, so you getting four seams. Nothing. Conforto, lefty, four seams. You hitting fly balls, he ain't getting no power behind him. You can see green for angle, so you know he hitting the fly balls in the sweet spots. No power to go with it. And you can see some of these like inconsistent distances. We want to see a lot of 300 footers and further. Last 10, 20% barrel with an 89 exit velo, 40% fly, 20% home run to fly, 40, 0, 20. Four seam slider, they both 40%. I don't know. Let me see. Four seam slider. What was his 10% fly ball? 40%. Yeah, we got add Will Smith. So we got Shohei, Freeman. Will Smith was like the first righty I done seen. Rojas. Hold on, you a lefty. Oh, you might not play. Switch hitter lefty. Rojas is a righty. Okay, so yeah, Will Smith, Shohei, and Freddie. I didn't even see a long shot I liked in here, but it's kind of like the chalk players with them. And again, they getting favorable weather, favorable wind, favorable park. Check off all three. Brewers Nationals. 80-degree weather, good for carry. Wind is saying is coming in. Let me make sure. Nationals. Yep, 7 miles an hour. It's up to 7 miles an hour is coming in. So just be mindful of that. Jacob Misiorowski, 4 homers, all 4 to lefties, none to righties. Brad Lord, 5 homers, 3 to lefties, 2 to righties. I do notice that Brad Lord don't give up a lot of fly balls, nor hard hits for real, and it shows in the barrels. Jacob, let me see. He don't got a lot of in his pitch, but I do see he giving up 2 homers a game on average to lefties. It say higher hard hit percentage, higher fly ball percentage, but it's a low barrel percentage and a crazy high home run to fly ball ratio. So if you're a lefty, it's kind of like if you can get under that baseball, you might can get that out of here. You might can get you one out of here. So keep it in mind. All right, let's get into these batters versus righties. Let's start up top. Nathan Lowe. Any dominant pitches? Yes, he's 4-seam heavy to lefties. James Wood. His numbers look good. 98 exit velo, 20% barrel to all 3. But he's going to throw 60% fly balls, 100 exit velo, 30% barrel. And he got some bright green exit velos. Piss rockets. But guess what? Look what don't you see on this? A lot of green angles, so I already know what I'm about to see here. I knew it. He not hitting no fly ball. He getting crazy power with no fly balls. Last 5, no fly balls. Last 10, 1 fly ball, which is this one right here. This 25. What's the name? Well, you can always look right here as well and look at the trajectories. So you can see it's only 1 fly ball in these 10 at-bats you see. Ground ball, line drive, ground ball, line drive, ground ball, ground ball, ground ball, line drive. That shit was a song. So, man. And then on top of that, this is just so hard to pass up. But he not hitting fly balls, and we got 7-mile-an-hour winds coming in. He do hit homers here, but it's like, I don't know. So, 20% barrel for CJ Abrams' last 10 at-bats. Again, they're going to see 60% 4 seams. So he still got a 20% barrel, a 40% barrel over his last 5 at-bats, 50% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball last 10. So we getting consistent fly balls. Last 5, 80%, 20-60. CJ Abrams at 560 is a go. He's a good spot today. He's in a great spot. So far we got Abrams. Let's go back to the last 10. 96 exit velo, 20% barrel for Garcia. You just dominate 4 seams to both hands. His exit velo went up, his barrel went up. Last 10. Last 5, crazy. With fly ball. That's all we want to see. 60% fly balls. Every single batted ball was over 95 exit velo last 5. Over last 10, 8 of the 10. Still got a 40% fly ball. So I remember saying both of them yesterday. So Garcia and Abrams is back on the board again today. Those might be your day lates. So he going 4-seam heavy to everything. 97 exit velo. So you got the power. You ain't been hitting a lot of fly balls. That ground ball percentage is crazy high. Jay Young, just four seam it out. 96 exit velo, 60, 60. Hey, yo, 50, 50. Jacob Young at plus 1200 is in a great spot, y'all, as a long shot. He just getting some unfortunate field outs. You can see he getting the distance, he getting the angles. These are just a little bit more power behind them. A little bit more. He can get one of these 102s, 104s behind these. Those are all homers. He getting fly balls consistently. He getting hard hits consistently. Last 5 and last 10. With a 96 exit velo. Plus 1200, I think is too high. You see the next book is all the way down at 950. So he's in a great spot for a long shot today. Jacob Young. 94 exit velo, 40, 50, 40, 40. Dalen Lyle at plus 1,000. Got to watch that. Hold on, I want to see. 96-20 over his last 5, 99-38 over his last 10 for Riley Adams. Crazy high fly ball percentage, crazy high home run to fly ball ratio, crazy high hard hit over 10. At plus 800. I love Riley Adams as well. And I know, like I said, I always tell about Riley Adams. I know him from last year. Riley Adams got 94 bats this year. Last year he had so he's been like injury prone, but I remember seeing his name so much at plus 800. So we got Abrams Garcia. We got, I'm gonna say Jacob Young. We got Riley Adams, 2 long shots. They about to see a lot of four seams. So anybody hitting the four seam well is in a great spot today. Who is this? Brady House, Chung. 60, 80. Sheesh. 40, 70. He don't got a line, but see, like Paul DeJong is in a good spot. 20% barrel, 20% barrel. Hey, you ain't hitting as many fly balls. All right. I don't know who none of these is. So you got like Abrams, Garcia, which I like Garcia more. He got more bright green and he got more bright green closer to the top, meaning more recent at bats. So I like that more than I like Abrams. But I do like both of these lefties. Like both of those are the top. And then you got Jay Young, Jacob Young, and Riley Adams for long shots. So you got 4 people over there that you can go from. And those long shots, if you're afraid of those odds, take the total bases. Okay. Brewers. Christian Yelich. Anything down. Damn, he throwing the four seam even more. And your last 10 at bats have been absolutely shit to a four seam from a righty. Jesus, you don't see nothing lit up. Terrain. You're going to see the four seam, buddy. 94-10, 94 exit velo, consistent, 50% fly ball, 50 hard hit, 60. The hard hits go down, but the fly ball stayed up. Bryce Terrain, keep an eye on him at plus 1,200. Contreras. Slider, four seam. Yep, he get y'all. It's a lot of y'all getting 50% four seams in this game. No fly balls last 5, none last 10. Okay. Frelick, Ortiz. Oh, y'all getting the four seams. This game gonna be a lot of four seams. This game could really get ugly if we see a lot of people seeing that four seam well. This could be a derby. Durbin. Well, I'm forgetting about that win. Andrew Vine. He got a 96-30 on his last 10 at bats to all 3 pitches. Take away the four seam, still got the high exit velocity. Barrel went down a little bit, but I'll take 10, period. 40%, 70. 40, 80. Easy. Andrew Vine is the best spot over here at plus 520. Who was that? Collins. So Jansen. 20% barrel. 93 exit velo over 10. To the four seam, 91-10, 40-20-60. 40-20-60. Jansen is in a good spot. Of course, there's no line. 99-20. 40-80. 33-67. You got to watch him. This who went for 2 the other day. He at plus 1100. Got to watch him because he damn sure got some power. And he got some barrel percent, but he got some power for sure. 98 exit velo. So the best spot is Vine. You got Vine, you got Jansen, and then I would say you got two long shots here you can pay attention to. Terang and Blake Perkins. Both of those got crazy pop. All four of those are seeing that four seam very well. In this game, both pitchers have a high-ass four seam pitch percent. Like they pitching the four seam like 60%, both of them, to the next pitcher like 25% or some shit like that. Like, so they have crazy fastball percentages. Royals, Blue Jays. The roof is closed, so no weather matters. We got Seth Lugo, 19 homers, 13 to lefties, 6 to righties. He giving up damn near 2 homers a game to lefties with 11 barrel percent, hard hits, fly balls, so forth and so on. Chris Bassett, 18 homers, 11 to lefties, 7 to righties. So you can see that these two give up homers. They give up homers. Start here. He's a righty, so you can see. Let's go, Bo. 17 sinker. Okay, so all of that is even kill. So what is this? A righty? So righties are even kill. 30% barrel over his last 10 at bats. Vlad against these pitches. 40 over his last 5. 30% fly ball. 20 home run to fly ball. 60 hard hit. 20-20-60. I like Vlad. He do got a 30% over his last 10 at bats, 20% home run to fly ball, consistent hard hits. You can see here, 92 exit velo, 30 barrel at 450. I do like Vlad today. No, okay, so righties is nothing changed. 98 exit velo. What's the issue? Just all ground balls. Got you. Barger, lefties. Now, do you pitch anything specific here? Let's see. So you done gave up home runs to all those pitches, so we're going to leave all those pitches. Gotcha. 20% barrel over his last 5, 10% barrel with a 94 exit velo last 10. High fly balls, consistent hard hits, home run to fly ball, more fly balls, higher home run to fly ball ratio, 40% hard hit. Addison Barger at plus 475 is in a good spot. Wow, no power there. He got a 40% fly ball, but a 75 average is insane. Mastra. Heineman. 92-10. 30-40. 0-60. Sinker 4 seam. I've seen better. Varsho must be playing today. I see he got odds. Hey, yo. 20% fly, 20% fly. First game back anyway. Me personally, I don't play those. But you can see versus righties, 600 slug, 400 ISO. Before he got hurt, he was crushing right-hand pitchers. These are elite power metrics, or stats, I should say, with 8 homers. Oh, damn, I see some bright green. 30%, 10-40, 40-40, 91 at plus 625. Watch Joey. Watch this Joey. So Vlad, Barger. Varsho got the no, I'm sorry. And Joey. Gotta watch Joey. He in a sneaky spot. He got a 91 exit velo. He got a 30% fly ball, 40 hard hit. 40, and then more fly balls in his more recent at bats. You can see some bright green here. That's why I said he in a sneaky spot. But the clear favors would be Vlad and Barger. Let's go over here to the Royals. Start up here with Bobby Witt. And damn, heavy sinkers to righties. 30% barrel over his last 10, 20 over his last 5 with a 94 exit velo. 10% fly ball, 50 hard hit. 20% fly. It's a whole lot of his line drive percentage is crazy. So, yep, Bobby. I like the metrics as far as the power to barrel, but I see you're gonna be total basis for me today. And he's been hitting them well as well. 16 homers, 500 slug, 200 ISO. He's been hitting them well. But that high line drive percent for me, I think I'm gonna take total basis. If you do end up getting it over, hey, that's cool too. Either way, it's gonna cash me out. But if I got to choose, I'd rather just take the total bases and you sneak a homer in off the line drive versus me relying on a line drive homer. Vinny, it's more even. Let me see something. Sinker, cutter. He still gave one to the curve, so I'm going to leave it there. Last 10, last 5 for Vinny against righties, pitching sinker, cutter, curve. 50% fly, 50 hard hit over 10. 80% fly, 20% home run and fly ball, 40 over his last 5. Vinny at plus 550 is in a good spot. He's in a good spot. 40% barrel, damn, 94-40 over his last 10. Oh, hold on. You're going to see a lot of sinkers, buddy. 92-20. Fly ball, low as hell. And that's probably why he's throwing the sinkers. Let me see something before. Where's this at? Okay, that makes sense. Low fly ball percentage to righties. See, I be knowing my shit. I had to come look. I knew he was giving up a lower fly ball percent. It had to be. That's why he throwing that sinker so much to him. So that sinker hard to get some like air under. Now I see why with a 54% sinker. Now I see why your fly ball percent so low to righties. Total bases, righties. But look, you gotta look. He throwing the next pitch after this is 15%. He throwing a million sinkers to these right-hand pitchers. Yep. Which is keeping his fly ball percentage low to them. That's insane, the difference between the sinker and what's the next one? The curve at 15. He don't even throw a four seam to right-hand pitchers. I mean, right-hand batters. You a lefty. The lefties didn't see. Oh, the lefties was cool. It was the righties. Hold on, what's this? Oh, that look crazy, don't it, y'all? Oh, let's go. This look insane. Oh my God, this look crazy. You're not about to see half that shit, bro. Oh my God, he still kept up with the sinker. Got us one. Damn, I mean, look at all this bright green. Look at some of these distances and look at these hard hit baseballs right here. 104.60 over 5, 101.30. He actually want to see one of the motherfuckers. 20% fly, 1070. Again, I want 30, but I'm not mad if as long as these don't get carried away and be too far away. If Randall play, I like this. He the first one we done seen who actually can hit that sinker. Lofton, what are you? A righty. So you're gonna see sinkers. And you not hitting no fly balls. Sinker rave, y'all good. Tober, you only got 2 at bats. Ain't no point. 3 at bats. So Vasquintino, I like. And Grichuk, I probably like the most because his metrics look crazy right here. 94.30 over his last 5, 97.40. That's including the sinker, sweeper, cutter, and curve. We see that he throws 54% of the time sinkers. And when you click that alone, all his metrics went even higher. That's what you want to see. If they do got a dominant pitch, when they got bright green to the dominant pitch and all the pitches, it's like, so this is my favorite if he play. Randall Grichuk, and then Vinny Pasquantino right behind him. Giants Mets, 82 degrees. Wind going right to left. Yeah, it's going like right to left, so that'll help righties. We got Carson Wisenhunt, 1 homer to a righty. He literally had 5 in his pitch, y'all. You got like he don't even so this ain't saying much or nothing. And against Frankie, 6 homers, 4 to lefties, 2 to righties. Again, somebody newer, but notice that he do got 14 in his pitch, and he giving up 2.5 homers a game to lefties. 10% barrel to both. He giving up a lot of fly balls to left-hand batters. Not so many as to righties, so keep that in mind as well. Versus lefty. Francisco Lindor, you can see he red across the board. He haven't been seeing them well at all. Lower batting average, no power. That's all even kill. So lefties is so righties is even kill. Okay. 94-20 for Pete. 92-20 in his last 5. Fly ball, home run and fly ball, hard hits. That's all we need to see. Pete Alonso at plus 320. Good spot. Brandon, hold on. Oh, okay. The righties don't have a dominant one, right? Right. Okay. Lefties. Let me make sure he don't got none of the lefties. 40-40 change sinker slider. Let's see how many homers. Oh, he ain't gave him no homers. So we gonna leave it as is. Okay. Juan Soto. Damn. What's up with Juan? He got a hard hit, but this shit look treacherous. Mullins actually hit lefties well. I'm surprised this didn't light up. Vientos. Okay, I see a lot of green here. What's the issue with you, brother? 60% fly ball, 50%. It's your hard hits. You get fly balls for sure. You don't hit it with no power that can make any of these be home runs. These are routine flyouts. These are the perfect angles and distance. Just don't got enough pop behind them. At plus 900. He has no homers on the year, so that's crazy. Damn, this low-key look trash. Okay, hold on. 30% barrel last 10, 20 last 5. We getting some fly balls, we getting some hard hits. Okay, Jeff McNeil, this might be our long shot at plus 870. And there was no dominant pitches again, right? Well, he haven't given up a homer or nothing, so I'm just gonna leave all the pitches there. A 91 exit velo with a 30% barrel, and then a 20% barrel here with a higher fly ball percent. So we're going to use McNeil as our long shot in this game. So we got Pete, Alonso, and McNeil so far. 10% barrel here, 20, damn, last 5 are all line drives. Over 10, though, 30s, 40. I don't know. All line drives. 10% barrel. A lot of ground balls. Now, he been going crazy. I do know that. 103.20 over his last 5. Damn, a lot of ground balls. Let's see. Last 10, same amount of ground balls. The power there. So these is people I'm looking at for total bases. When I see that, it's not like, oh, I'm not going to play them. It's just, if you ain't getting the fly ball percentages that I prefer, I'm just not going to touch it that way. But as far as like, you still got options to use them in different ways. So yeah, Pete Alonso, and then I like Jeff McNeil, who's actually been hitting lefties well. 300 batting average, damn near a 500 slug, 150 ISO. He don't got no homers against him, but today he gonna change that for us. Today that changes, right? Today that changes. Okay, so yeah, that's what we like over there. Let's come over here to Frankie Montas. If I'm probably crucifying his name too. My apologies, man. My apologies. All right, Ramos. Start with Ramos. Anything for righty specific? All around that 20% mark? No. 86 velo, no barrel percent. It's not enough, brother. Last 10, hold on. Oh yeah, look. Okay, so righty. So lefties. Damn, Devers got a 97 exit velo, 20% barrel over 10, 99-20 over 5. So he been making solid contact, great power, quality contact. See, four seam at 30, but it's not big of a difference. 30-23. Does he actually give up a homer to that cutter? Okay, so I'll leave them all here. 50% fly ball, 70 hard hit. 60%, 80. Definitely on the radar today. Devers, come on. Come on down, Devers. It's about that time. 19 homers versus, hold on. 13 versus righties. 460 slug, 200 ISO. Devers going yard today. Adames, 85-10 over 10. 30-10, 40. 40-20, 40. 20% barrel. I'm sick that it's exit velo lower, but 425 for Adames, and he been cooking. Adames been cooking. He got a homer yesterday here. Our hits low as hell. Gloria, what happened to him? 10%, 10, 20, 40. So you ain't in the spot that you've been in these last couple of days. 96 at the velo. No fly ball. Schmidt. 93-10. 96-20. All grunt. Worm rattlers. All worm rattlers. You get it? I don't know who this is, and he got a line. Plus 900. What the fuck? 50% fly, 50 hard hit. It's hard to do anything with that with 2 at-bats. We don't know which way to go. Devers is the best spot. Adame's right behind him. If you want to take your chance on this, go ahead. He definitely got a high barrel percentage, but again, it's 2 at-bats with a 50%. So you can't really like gauge if that's something he can do consistently or not. But if you want to make that long shot at plus 900, by all means, go ahead. But Devers and Adames is the two that I like the most, with Devers being the clear favorite. All right, we move. Yankees, Marlins. 90 degrees, wind coming in, don't matter. Roof is closed. Why do you... Oh, damn, I ain't seen this name in a while. But he is a righty, so we'll just see against righties. We know Stowers and them is going stupid. So we don't know what his pitches are, but we will just look at... I forgot they had him. But against righties, we can identify if we got anything that we can 50, 60, 40, 80. Hold on. 100 exit velo, 20% barrel. 900 for this. This is a good long shot spot. Stowers. 20% barrel last 10. 10%. See, 20%, 80. At 480, again, I don't know what he's pitching, so I don't know if it's a pitch in here that he hates that he might still see. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Four-seam slider, change. So he's always thrown. Hold on. Four-seam slider, change. So it's four-seam slider, change. Okay. See what I do for y'all, man? Four-seam slider, change. To both hands is what he's throwing. Damn, you're going to keep doing that too. Four seams. Oh, my God. Four seam slider change. And it's still... Okay, so yeah, okay. I still like Wagaman for the plus 900. 40% fly, 80 hard hit. Okay. All right. Four seam slider change. Now it just makes sense. It didn't look as good as it did. Now it makes sense. But you still got it. But I ain't gonna say it's close. It's close. Consistent hard hits, home run to fly ball ratio, 80% hard. So we're gonna throw Stour in there with 100 exit velo, 40% barrel. See, that's why it's good for me to four seam slider change. 20% barrel over 510. Same spot. We've been saying this for about a week straight on Otto, and he been doing exactly that. A lot of line drives. He'll give you some doubles and some total bases. Shout out my boy. He went stupid yesterday. Four seam slider change. This is what you're going to see. 30% barrel over 10 at-bats. 40% barrel over 5. 50%, great. 60, great. 40, great. 40, that's cool as well. So he's in another good spot at plus 550. I'm glad I just went and looked at seeing his pitches. Four seam slider, right? Slider. Yep. Four seam slider changes his pitch mix. The 3 pitches he throwing to both hands. 10% barrel, 40s, 30. So no high. Four seam slider change. All line drives noted. Yeah. Four seam slider. Where was I at? Sanoha Hicks. Four seam change slider. All right. Paulie. Four seam slider change. Hernandez. Four seam slider change. 94-20 over 20 at bats. 10 at bats. 50% fly ball, 40% hard hit at plus 750. A long shot spot as well with Wagaman. I don't know what to do with him. So Stowers is the clear favorite. Stowers and Ramirez. So you got 2, I'll say, star caliber players. And then you got 2 long shots with Wagaman at plus 900 and my main man Hernandez at plus 750 for long shots against the four seam slider changeup that they'll see today from Luis Gil. We move over to Edward Cabrera. He's given up 10 homers, 5 to lefties, 5 to righties, about a homer a game to both hands. 8% barrel, hard hits, so forth and so on. All right. Start from Cody. Right-hand pitcher. Let's start with Cody. So this is a lefty. All that shit in the same field, so we're not gonna go too deep into that. He haven't been hitting the ball consistently with power. 40% for he definitely has a high four seam. Let me see, last 5, 40-40. Again, I want the best shit. The coin respector. The coin respector himself. The coin respector himself. And they got him in, oh my God. 94-20 his last 5 at bats. 89-10. Oh, no, you're a righty. So let me see if it's anything dominant here. Nope. All right. 30% fly ball, 30% home run to fly ball. We've seen that. We're seeing that with our own eyes. When he hit fly balls, it's leaving, more often than not, it's leaving the park. That's what that's telling you. Are they wasting their fly balls on fly outs and all that shit? No. A 30% or higher, they're more often than not, it's leaving the park. Last 5, 40% fly ball, 40% home run to fly ball, 40% hard hit with a 94-20. Anthony Volpe is in a good spot again to be our long shot every single day on this team. Every single day. So it's no dominant pitches, so I can get through this faster. That's cool. Where's the one? Who hitting with power? Okay, there we go. 98 exit velo. A lot of ground balls. A lot of ground balls. Sheesh. I'm about to say, where the power? Damn, 130 over 10 at bats. 101-20 over 5 at bats. 30% fly, 70 hard hit. 20, again, I'm not mad about this 20 if all of these is within the same range. The consistent hard hits is there. That's what I like to see. And over a bigger sample size, 10 at bats, 30%, 70. Grisham at plus 600, great spot. Ben Rice, 99-20 over 10 at bats. 40% fly, 60 hard hit. Last 5, more ground balls, more hard hits. But again, if we're looking at a bigger sample size, 10 at bats to take in all of these pitches, and I'm making sure that it's nothing. Okay, they're all around 20%. So I don't even know what his line is. So Ben Rice, Grisham, it's these lefties. These lefties going crazy. Jazz, 86-10 over 10. 60-40, 10-50, 80-20-20. Jazz, I ain't seen you not like be on my radar in a little minute. It's way better shit than this today. This look crazy. Stanton should be through the meter. 30%, 20-70, last 5, 40-20-60. Stanton, for sure. So you got Stanton, you got Wells, I'm sorry. You got Stanton, you got Ben Rice, you got Trent Grisham, and then our long shot at plus 1,000 is Old Faithful, Anthony Volpe. Old Faithful, who been coming through more than all of them. Except him and Stanton, Twins Guardians. You got 80 degrees, 80-degree weather, with 6-mile-an-hour winds coming in. So be careful of that as well. Jose Urena versus Joey Cantillo. Why did I just add the accent on there? Hey, yo, I be trying to get them double L's. I learned in Spanish class 2 L's is a Y. So I'm trying to make sure I ain't say Cantillo. You know what I'm saying? I had to slow down and say Cantillo. You know, trying to put that little ya on there. All right, 5 homers for Jose, 3 to lefties, 2 to righties. He don't got a lot of innings pitched, but in these 10 and 8 innings, he been getting clearly like he damn near giving up 3 homers a game on average to lefties, 2 to righties. Joey, 7 homers, 3 to lefties, 4 to righties. Jose Ramirez, he was another one that was on our radar yesterday, coin respecter. All right, let's see if there's anything we need to be in here worried about. So change up and sinkers, you're going to see a lot of. 91. Ooh, that don't look good today. 10% fly ball over 10 at bats. No, sir. And that was a lefty. Again, just going to be sinkers and changeups all game. 50% fly, 10, 40. Hold on. Okay, last 5, it goes back. But 50%, 10, 40. 91-10. Watch him. Watch Stephen Kwan at plus 800. Watch him. Right to left. You're going to see a lot of those. Not as many sliders. Martinez, you going back left. Damn, what? Manzardo. Sheesh. Manzardo gets all the pitches, got a 94 exit velo, 30% barrel. Last 5, 99, 60. Sheesh. Eliminate that slider that he's not going to really see a lot. Still got a 94-20 over 10, 96-40 over 5. 80% fly ball, elite home run to fly ball ratio, elite hard hit percentage. 50-20-70 over 10. He got it. And he got better value than Jose in them. And this is the best one we done seen, Kyle Manzardo. Now, first righty we done seen. Jeez. So that's more even kill. 97-10, 94-20, 20-80, 10. I don't know today, Gabriel. And I watched because I said that and I liked him yesterday. He's going to go today. He's going to go today. 91-10. 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit. 20-40. Nolan Jones, he been so ass lately. I don't know what's going on. Schneeman. Eliminate that slider. 94 exit velo, 10% barrel, 95-0. Hold on. All right, 95-0. Let me see. He got the power. Oh, you hitting a lot of ground balls. 50. Hold on, that's evened out. 50-40-50 over 10 at bats. What's your odds? Plus 600. Watch Schneeman. Bo Naylor. It's inconsistent power. Like, why settle for that? You know, when you can find players that we done seen, they just light up. There's no point in settling for that. Who the fuck is Kafas? All right, so Manzardo, watch Schneeman, and the long shot is Stephen Kwan. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm not on Jose today. It didn't look like what I wanted it to look like. If you want to take him, you know, we do know that he lights it up in the Guardian Stadium. He loves batting righties when he can bat left-handed and pull to the short side. I get it. Stuff looked better, in my opinion, you know. Matt Warner. Okay, so versus lefties. Let's start up here, Larnage. Anything dominant against the lefties? Yes, four seams. 40%, 10-50, 20-40 with an 86 exit velo. Like, where's the power? 97 exit velo. This is what you want to see. We want to see power. Because none of that shit matter if you can't hit the ball with some power. Oh, hold on. So, what are you? A righty. Okay, so righties is even. Lefties four seam. Got you. Are you hitting fly balls with this power? No. Righties is good. Okay, righties is good. Lefties is, damn, 92-20. But you're going to see a lot of four seams, 87-10. It go down tremendously in his last 5, but over 10, let's say 40-10-30. 20-20 at plus 450. He got fly ball, but his everything dropped to the four seam. .97 exit velo the last 10. 20% 60. 40% 60. Okay, Lewis. There we go. Royce Lewis at plus 650. I like this Royce Lewis a lot. 98 exit velo last 5, 97 last 10. He actually hitting fly balls this time. And yeah, I ain't got to isolate nothing. They all in that 20-30 range. Nothing like super 20% away from the rest of them. Clemens, like this. You know, 42 four seam. The next pitch is at 20. You have to look at that four seam alone. And all the pop gone. From a left-hand pitcher, at least. And you can see from here, y'all, just as a team, look at all of this red versus left-hand pitcher. They're not just like the best against left-hand pitchers, which is something you can also indicate, too, on some sneaky shit for K's. As soon as I went to versus lefties this year, all of this went red. Like, look at this. This is cool. Like, I mean, they ain't been batting well all year, don't look like, for the most part. But look at all this. And then they go versus lefties. All that shit went all red. Cody Clemens must not play against lefties, y'all, now that I'm noticing that. He has 0 at-bats this season versus lefties. So they might not play him against left-hand pitchers. He only must play against righties. That's something good to know. Righty, you're a lefty, and you ain't played since April. Lefty. What the hell? This shit look trash. Only thing I seen was Royce Lewis I like. To be completely honest, Royce Lewis was the only thing I liked, and guess what? That's where he gave up the most homers at and more hard hits. So Royce Lewis is literally the only thing I like. Orioles Cubs. Has it been one single homer in this series? 75 degrees, which is good for Kerry, but again, we've been getting wind. If it hasn't, I'm not surprised. It has been wind coming in the whole series. I'm really, damn, has it been a homer in this series? I kind of figured it wouldn't be because of the 8-mile-an-hour winds coming in, and we know, again, Wrigley is the most wind receptive park, so whatever that wind say is going to happen. And with that wind coming in, it's going to be hard to hit them. But if you see this part, just comment in the comments. Just write in the comments. Has it been a homer in this series? Brandon Young, 8 homers, 6 to lefties, 2 to righties. He got some decent in his pitches. 6 to left-hand batters. He giving up damn near 2 a game. 11% barrel, hard hits there, more fly balls, higher home run to fly ball ratio. So it's obvious what you want to target. Do that mean you can't take a righty? No, he still gave up 2 homers, a homer a game, blasey skip, blasey whoop, right? But again, make it easier on you, attack the weakness. Colin Rea, 19 homers. You definitely target anybody with that many homers. 13 to lefties, 6 to righties. He damn sure got the innings pitched this year. Giving up 2 homers a game to lefties, 13% barrel, and the rest is history. You know how that go, right? So you definitely, again, you want to target lefties against him as well, if possible. All right, so we're going to start with Pete Crow. You're a lefty, anything dominant to lefties? Yes, 4 seams. 30% barrel over 10, 97 exit velo, 40% barrel over 5. Crazy. 50% fly ball, 20 home run to fly ball, 50 hard hit. Last 5, more fly balls, same home run to fly ball, more hard hits. Prime spot to go yard. If you're not afraid of that wind coming in, if you are, go total bases, go double, go triple, anything that you feel. But he damn sure got the power to go yard today. That's completely up to you how you want to play that, but it's available. It is there. Suzuki, last 10 on the righties. Do you do the same thing? Yes, you're 4-seam heavy against everybody. And they're smoking those. I don't know if y'all remember, y'all, but this is deja vu. This is deja vu. This is what we seen a couple days ago with Peralta. And the first thing I told y'all was you do not want to see, nope, a right-hand pitcher who throw a 4-seam is bad business going against the Cubs. That is the one pitch from a right-handed pitcher that damn near the whole team crushes. We just seen that from Peralta. He came out there, threw a 4-seam first pitch of the game. Bush sent that bitch to Mars. Right-handed pitchers who are 4-seam dominant is in for a long day. We just had this conversation about Peralta. Suzuki, 97-40 over his last 10 at-bats. 90-20 over his last 5. They love right-handed pitchers who throw a lot of 4-seams. High fly ball, good home run to fly ball ratio, high hard hit. Suzuki's in a good spot at plus 390. Swanson, again, he's coming 4-seams everywhere. All of their exit velos go up. 97 exit velo, 10% barrel, 30% fly, 60 hard hit. 20-40. Be careful with him. He do got a higher line drive, but again, he is giving you that 30% fly ball. And you getting him at plus 680. So you do with that what you want with Swanson. Corner, again, let's just go all 4-seams. All of their power goes up. 91, no fly balls. Cool. Kyle Tucker, look at this. And this is against all the pitches. He actually hitting with power. 97-10 goes to 98-20. I'm telling you, righties with 4-seams, like dominant pitches, 50% fly, 10%, 70. Last 10. Last 5, 60-60. Great spot for homers. Ian Happ. 60% fly, 20% hard hit last 5, 80% 40 last 10 with a 92 exit velo. Watch Ian Happ. It's about to be watch all this shit for real. 91 exit velo, 40% barrel last 10 for Bush. Last 5, 96.60. Watch this. 91.40. Yeah. Yeah. 101.60 last 10. Last 5, 108. Oh my God. 80% barrel. I'm telling you, it is up when they see a right-hand pitcher who throw a lot of four seams. Michael Bush don't have a line, but he's at a good spot as well. 40%, 40. Last 10, 30, 60. 95 exit velo, Willie Castro. 20% barrel last 10. Against the four seam, 20 with an 89 exit velo. 96.40. His last 5. 80% fly ball, 2060. Here's Matt Shaw. That's our long shot for the game at plus 1,000. Carson Kelly, 88.20. 92.20. 86.20, 30%, 30. Let's see if we can get some more consistent. Okay, so you're the least one I liked. You're the least one, Birdie. I don't even be thinking these people playing. He playing, I know that for sure. 80, let me see. Okay, so it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, y'all. You got Pete Crow, Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, Bush are the main ones. You could throw, and then you got like some side people that was like Ian Happ and Swanson and Sneakies, but the main ones, Pete Crow, Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, Bush. Those are your main ones. And then the long shot, Matt Shaw at plus 1,000. 89 with a 20% barrel over his last 10. 91 exit velo over his last 5. You look at this four-seamer that they about to see it crazy amount of times. 96.40 with an 80% fly ball with consistent hard hits at plus 1,000. It is up. It is up. So, oh shit. So keep that in mind. What am I doing? All right, so yeah, so we move over to Colin Red, and then again, the good thing about that is, remember, it's the lefties that is his weakness. Pete Crow a lefty, so I would target the lefties first if I got to. Pete Crow, Tucker, Bush, and then I would resort to the Suzukis and the Matt Straws, just looking at where his weaker side is by higher barrel, more home runs per 9. You get the picture. Jackson Holiday. You got Jackson Holiday versus righty, so they got a couple people who hit righties well. And it makes sense why they be getting smoked like that. Four seam heavy pitchers, fastball heavy, 410, 50, 40, 40, 750. Damn, I think that's kind of like overpriced for what I'm looking at. It ain't the best exit velo, but even over 10%, you got a 91 exit velo, 10% barrel, and hit fly balls against the four seam. So with 12 homers against them. Gunner, crazy against all 3 pitches. 98-20 over 10 at bats. He actually got a 30% fly ball because we see the consistent hard hits by this being bright green. Four seam heavy. Exit velo went up. Barrel went up last 10. 99-40 over 5. 40. So Gunner at plus 560. Great odds. Great odds. And I think that they're giving them giving these players these odds because of the weather. But 560 for Gunner with looking at this, especially against the four seam. And he just went yard yesterday. So, okay, so he went yard yesterday. Okay, there we go. So it was a homer here. And it looked like he's going to go again today. Ali Rutschman, last 10. He actually is hitting the ball with some good power. 50% fly ball, 30 hard hit last 10, 60 fly ball, 40 hard hit last 5. You about to see a lot of four seams. Fly ball went up, 94-20 over 5, 96-20 over 10. This looked good at 750. This looked better than Jackson Holiday's. $93, 20%. Cowser, a lefty, so you're going to see a lot of four seams. 91-10. 20% barrel last 5, 40, 50, 60. It's the inconsistent hard hits. You can find better. Damn, 98-50 over 10 at bats is wild. Over 5 at bats is 160. Against the four seam, 97.50 over 10, 160 over 5. 60% fly ball, good home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits over 10, 50, 10, 50. Tyler O'Neill is in a good spot. Carlson, well, it don't matter. Just go four seam against everybody just to see. Mayo, 20% barrel. Don't see a lot of four seams. 87-10. That dropped everything. Jackson, damn, 33% barrel over 10 at bats. And I mean, shit, on 23 at bats, he got a 600 slug with a 400 ISO. He is smashing righties. Off the four seam, 25% barrel, 75, 25, 25 at plus 800. I like this a lot. Alex Johnson, I like this. Alex Jackson, I'm sorry. Yeah, and like I said, on 23 at bats, he got 2 homers and he got crazy power. Crazy power. They got another Jackson. So just to recap, we got Gunnar Henderson. That's the like main people. Gunnar and Tyler O'Neill. These are like main people, right? Now, let me see. Jackson. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pick. That's what you see against the four seam. Rutschman might be better than that. It is. So Rutschman would be a long shot at plus 750. And this Jackson against the four seam at plus 800. So we got Gunnar and Rutschman. I'm sorry. Gunnar and O'Neill is your main players. Rutschman and Jackson is your backup long shots. Pirates Rockies. We got 90-degree weather, but damn, it's up to 13-mile-an-hour winds coming in. So yeah, you might want to chill on those homers on that. Mitch Keller, 10 homers, 6 to lefties, 4 to righties. Up against Brady. Blaylock, 6 homers, 4 to lefties, 2 to righties. This I already know. No matter what I find, 13-mile-an-hour winds coming in, I'm definitely going total bases. I wouldn't give a damn what I saw. 30, 19, 20. I'll leave it as B. 20% barrel. A lot of ground balls. More ground balls his last 5. Jordan Beck, 89-10. Last 5, he got a higher barrel. 60, 20, 40. 40, 10, 40. I like this. But again, I mean, you can, but I feel like we can find better than that. But no matter what it is, honestly, I know exactly how I'm going to play this. Lefties. Okay, so lefties. Four seam heavy to lefties. Noted. 10% for 30, 50, 40, 40. For Michael Toglia, no line. So lefties, we'll see a lot of four seams. 40, 20, 60. 30, 10, 50. I like Mickey Moniak. For righties, y'all gonna see what y'all gonna see. Tovar, 93, 20 over 10. 40% barrel over 5. 40, 40, 30, 60. I like Tovar at plus 560. Arcia. Shout out Arcia. He was a long shot yesterday. 1 yard. Shit we like to see. Where am I at? Arcia Estrada. 91 exit velo, 10% barrel, 50, 30, 40, 20, 40. Who is Fernandez? I've seen his name, but I don't know. Oh, he a lefty too. So hold on, let me isolate this for a second. Sheesh. 50, 20, 10, 20, 20, 40. Okay, just not as many consistent fly balls. You're a righty, so you're gonna see these. So I like Moniak and Tovar. Those are the 2 I like the most out of this game. Okay, we move over to this side. Hold on, what just happened? 6.5. Hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to see some. My bad, y'all. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. I don't know where it is. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. O'Neal Cruz. Let's see what we got here. Sheesh. Last 10, consistent as well. All right. Let me see. Let's start with Brian Reynolds. Anything? Yep. Four seam dominant. 93-10. Let's get these fly balls up. Four seam heavy. 93-10. 99-20 over his last five. 40%, 40. Over his last five, he don't got no fly ball, but again, over his last 10, he do got a 40%. They got him at plus 310. To righties, is it any? These around the same, but you could look and see if you want. 60% fly, 50% hard hit. I do like him, but again, I know most likely I'm taking these people for total basis. I like O'Neal. I like McCutchen. This look crazy. A lot of line drives, hard hits. Yeah, a lot of line drives, total bases for sure. And Coors got one of the best parks for like doubles and total bases. Their bigger outfield. Let's see, so fam Horwitz. The lefties get a lot of four seams. And nothing changed. Joey Bart, righty. Gonzalez. 93-10. Nope. You just get inconsistent with the hard hits. Henry Davis. Triola. I see he back. Let me go to the last 10. 30-30. The four seam is more line drives. Sheesh. But again, when is the last time he played on the 30th? So what's this? When do they play him? This dude went absolutely crazy yesterday. It was, I think, a lefty though. No, wasn't it him? Why they not showing? Ain't this the dude that just had 3 homers yesterday? Or am I tweaking? 17% barrel. He hit fly balls, 33% home run to fly ball, 33% hard hit, 60-40-40 over 5. I don't know what his line is. Plus 550. He probably got the best line as far as value out. So I'm not sure. But yeah, you got O'Neal, McCutchen. Pham is in a good spot again for total bases. This is crazy. He just hitting a lot of line drives. And I don't know who this is. I swear I thought this was the dude who hit 3 homers yesterday. Or one of these days. Yeah. Hold on. What in the hell just happened? Nah, it's showing. I knew I wasn't tripping. He just hit 3 homers yesterday. That is crazy. Oh, we just seen this and it wasn't showing none of that. Yeah, he hit 3 homers yesterday. So watch him at plus 550. Diamondbacks Athletics. We got us a great home run friendly park. Great weather, great wind. For the last couple days, it's been like that. Eduardo Rodriguez, 18 homers, 4 to lefties, 14 to righties. Jack Perkins, 2 homers, 1 to lefties, 1 to righties. See what we can find in here. Let's go last 10. We're going to start up top with Brent Rooker, 30% barrel, 93 exit velo over 10. 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit. That's good. He is throwing a lot of four seams, and that is great. He's still seeing that well. 95-30 over 10, 98-40 over 5. Crazy fly ball, crazy hard hit percentage, 40-10-50. Brent Rooker's in a good spot, and his line is plus 280 today. Which is, they know something, because that's lower than usual. His line ain't been that in a minute. Lawrence Butler. Heavy four seams as well. Soderstrom. See, all four seam. 90, 92, 10, 40, 40. What's the problem? 40, 40 metrics. Damn, I see better than that. That's, I don't know. Okay, versus lefties, Soda Tremaine. Okay, see, versus lefties, Rooker. That look crazy. Shea been seeing them well. Blade been seeing them well. It's a few people that's actually hitting lefties well. Shea, 96-20 over 10, 97-40 over 5. You're gonna see a lot of four seams, 97-30 over 10, 97-40 over 5. His power and his barrel went up from lefties when they throw it to the four seam. 30% fly, 50% hard hit. Like Shea today at 375. Nick Kurtz. This is the first time that we clicked on him and his name wasn't bright green everywhere. Four seam, he got a 93 exit velo. Last 5, he got a 99 exit velo versus lefties throwing the four seam. 60-10-40, 60-20-60. And crazy, even without the best like barrel and all that there, he still got the metrics and the stat cast. And he does have 4 of his 23 homers against lefties. He's in a good spot today at plus 350. Nice. Day. Oh, shit, I got to make sure I'm looking at this four seam. 94-0. Oh, you ain't played since May. The hell? Urshela. It's a lot of four seams coming. 94 exit velo. 7. No. I love when it's a lot of high four seam pitchers on the slate. Yep. So the best spots was Brent Rooker, because his stuff looked good. His metrics 93-30. That looked good with all the pitches. Take away that and put the four seam, everything got better. Especially in their more recent at bats, right? Shea, another one, 97-40 over his last 5 at bats with all 3 pitches. 97-40 goes to 97. Oh, it stays at 97-40. So it's just consistent. And then Nick Kurtz is actually, out of the 3, the last one I would choose, which is crazy to say. So Brent Rooker and Shea is the main ones, and then Nick Kurtz is like the third option. We move over to this side. Corbin Carroll. I don't know. See, why is it not showing? Didn't he go yard yesterday? I wonder why is it doing that. Okay, Perdomo is yard. Four seam heavy. $94.10 over 10 at bats. Is it the same for righties? No, righties is getting even killed. 40% fly ball, 80% hard hit over 10, 40-80 over 5 at plus 500. I like this. I like this Lourdes. I definitely like this. Corbin Carroll, 92-10 over his last 10 at bats. The lefties are going to see a lot of four seams. 40% fly, 40 hard hit, 40-40, but it's like no power behind it. I don't know. I'm not forcing that in no plus 235. Good to see Marte. Okay, so they showing Marte. Am I tripping? Didn't Corbin Carroll go yard yesterday? 97-10 over his last 10 at bats from a righty. He's going to see a lot of four seams. 99 exit velo. Last 5, 97. 20% fly there, 20% fly here. On the season, 16 homers, 300 batting average, 600, 300. So he's been seeing righties well, and he got the power. At plus 390, he did go yard yesterday. So sometimes it be just enough power. In a home run friendly park is all you would need. The other shit don't matter. If they can get one good hit off of there, and I think he went yard his first at bat. Four seams, 96-20. Shout out Alec. Caught him yesterday on the long shot. He did go yard. See, 40% fly ball, 20% 40 over 5, 30-10, 40 over 10 to the four seam from righties at plus 650. He might go again today. Herrera, are you a lefty? Up, so four seams. McCarthy, four seams. 88-20 over 10 at bats. 30-10, 60. Ooh, 60-60 over 5. You're going to see that. McCann 95-20. against the sweeper in the four seam over his last 5 at bats. Let's say 10, 95, 13, 25% fly, 63 hard hit, 40 his last 5, 20, 60. James McCann is in a long shot spot. 50-50, 90 four seam heavy, 91-0, 50% fly, 50 hard hit, 60-40 last 10. That Del Castillo, he another one. I don't know what his line is, but he got great power. How many homers he got? None this year. He just been unfortunate. So I like this Lourdes. I do like Marte. And then I see there's some sneaky spots with Alec Thomas and this James McCann. Definitely in sneaky spots. So watch both of them. Again, you got the park in your favor. You got the weather in your favor. You got weather in your favor. So anything is possible in this park. Anything. White Sox Angels. 84 degrees. Great for carry. Good home run friendly park. Winds going out. So we got another one. Sean Burke. 16 homers. 9 to lefties. 7 to righties. You can see a lot of green going on here. So he has been getting, and he got the innings pitched. He do got the innings pitched to where all is bright green. He's somebody you might want to target. Jack got 16 homers, 13 to lefties, 3 to righties. Again, he got 60 in his pitch. So this 2 home runs a game to lefties is real with a 10% barrel, a lot of hard hits, so forth and so on. Taylor Ward was in a prime spot. You definitely owe down. 91-50 over the last 10 at-bats to the four-seam slider curve. Crazy high fly ball. Crazy home run to fly ball. Consistent hard hits. It's kind of even kill. I mean, we can remove the curve since everything else 30%. It still don't change nothing. 100% fly ball, 20-40, 70-30-50. So Taylor Ward is in a good spot. That might be our day late today. So righties, let's see, lefties. Four-seam heavy lefties. Noted. You're going to bat left, you're going to see a lot of four seams. 94-20, you getting fly balls with this? 30-50, let's see. 950. Zach Neto, what's going on, Zach? We can remove the curve and just see off the main 2 pitches. 95 exit velo, 50 fly, 60 hard hit. 20-60. Okay, so you get the fly balls, you get the consistent hard hits, you got power at 425. I think I like this. I like Neto. And he been hitting them well all year. Adele, remove that curve. 92 exit velo. Not a lot of fly balls over a 10 at-bat sample size. Logan O'Hop, 93-20. Let me see. Take off just look at the top 2 pitches. 99-30. Damn, that just went crazy. Over 10 at-bats. 60-70. Yes, sir. At 375, I like Logan. Mike Trout. He didn't even play yesterday, I don't think. Oh, I think, is he hurt? Still a look. I think he hurt. They just got rid of him. So I don't even know how he's showing. Parada, I'm just removing the curve, looking at the top 2 pitches. Moncada, you're a lefty, so you're going to see a lot of four seams. 10% barrel over 10 at bats. 40-30, 40-20. It's just been he's just been so inconsistent with the hard hits. 20% barrel last 5, 90 exit velo. 40-20, 40. 37, 13, 37. At plus 900, he was a long shot yesterday. Campero. So Taylor Ward and O'Hop was the best. Taylor Ward, Logan O'Hoppe was the best. I do like Neto. I do like Neto in there. And I'm going to go on the limb and take this Campero again in a long shot spot. Oh, man. Okay. And we over here. Vargas, I don't know what happened to him. Something happened yesterday where he was like a last-minute scratch, so I'm not sure if he's going to play or not. A lot of sinkers to righties. 99 exit velo with a 30% fly. Of course, again, you don't have to even look here. You know it's consistent hard hit percentage when you see a bright green exit velo. Sosa, so righties is getting a lot of sinkers. 91 exit velo, no fly ball. You're going to see a lot of sinkers, so we might as well just get straight to that. 91 exit velo, 30, 50, 60, but it's inconsistent with the hard hits. Lou Bob, 20% barrel, 40% fly, 40 hard hit on his last 10. But let's see. All that shit changed with that sinker. 20, 40 over 5, 10, yeah. And that's why they throw those sinkers. Let me see. 91-20 over his last 10 for Andrew Benintendi. He got fly balls. He got a home run to fly ball ratio, 40% hard hit. Now lefties, I haven't. Okay, so it's sinkers to everybody. 93-10. Still got a 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit. I'm okay. I like Benintendi. I do like Benintendi. Quero, sinker. So he's sinker heavy to both hands. Who is this? Quero, Tauchman. Let's go ahead and look at that sinker, buddy. Exit velo went up. Barrel 10%. 20, 40, 50. 40, 40, 20. It's more total bases. I like his exit velocity, though. Michael Taylor. You're going to see a lot of sinkers, buddy. Nothing going on. Rojas. I like his exit velo and his barrel with all the pitches. But y'all are going to see a lot of sinkers, and that changed everything. 40, 30, 40, 20. Yeah, it's just inconsistent right there. Hold on. Before I forget. Okay, hold on. Okay, do Baldwin. Let's see. I like this. But y'all, okay, there we go. 97-10, 30, 80. There we go. Okay, so we got some action here at plus 680 with Brooks Baldwin. Teal. 94-10. But again, y'all seeing sinkers crazy. 90, 0, 50, 37. Last 5, 40, 60. Kyle Teal is in a sneaky spot, y'all. Watch that. Last 5, last 10. You're going to see a lot of these sinkers. Oh, shit. 101, 33. But all line drives. 67, okay. 550. So I think I like him for total bases, or I might go double. I think I might go a lot of doubles today. So yeah, so we got Benintendi. It was all lefties too. Benintendi, Baldwin. Teal is in a sneaky spot, y'all. 94-10 against all the pitches with a 40% fly. 90 exit velo with a 50% fly. So Teal and Montgomery are in sneaky spots. But the ones that had the actual pop was Benintendi and Baldwin. Teal and Montgomery had the power. It was just lower fly ball percents. It was just lower fly ball percent. So keep that in mind. Okay. Where we at? Okay, last stretch. We at the end of the stretch, y'all. Rangers, Mariners, roof closed. Jacob DeGrom, who given up 16 homers, 10 to lefties, 6 to righties. Logan Evans, 11 homers, 4 to lefties, 7 to righties. Let's go look over here with Kyle and them. And this is a right-hand pitcher, so we're going to start up here with Julio. Metrics 97-20 over 10. That is crazy. I'm trying to multitask, chat. I'm saying chat. Y'all know I'm used to being in front of y'all live. Four-seam. Oh, slider, that was the same. Let's see. 30% fly, 10-70, last 5, 40, 20, 80. So Julio's in a good spot today. I do like him, and you got him. Damn, why the so high? You getting him at plus 550. You getting him at plus 550. We go to Kyle, 97-20. Now you're gonna bat left. So four-seam sliders again, 95-20, 40, 30, 60. Kyle is in a good spot at plus 290. Hold on. Who else we got? A Rosarina. He didn't look the best yesterday, and he went yard. But I tell you, you always got a fighting chance when you see power. When you see power, a lot of like a high exit velocity, you always got a fighting chance, especially if it's in a home run friendlier park. 20% fly, 60 hard hit. Okay, got that. A Rosarina. Hold on, Rosarina. So I do like this, but he got the power. I just don't like that he ain't been hitting a lot of fly balls. He had plus 560. Crawford, he went yard yesterday or 2 days ago. Four seam and sliders to everybody. That's all I want to see. So the righties, all right, 20% barrel, 70, 20, 60, 40, 40. This is what we into. 425 for Eugene Suarez, man. Crucifying names. My bad. All right, so we like Suarez. We like Julio. We like Cal. Eliminate this change up. 94-10, 60-40, 60-40. He might be in a sneaky spot for Josh Naylor. Polanco, 93-20 over his last 5. Last 10. 20% barrel over 10. Four seam and slider, they're going to see the most. 92-20. 60%, 20-50. 60-20-60 at plus 600. Polanco. Man, this might get bad. This might get real. Robert, Polanco, Young, 93-10. Take off this change up. 94-10, last 5, 97-20, 40-20, 60. At what's his odds? I know he's gonna be a long shot again. Hold on, he went. Oh, that was something else. Plus 1200 for Cole Young. That's our long shot. Canzone. What's up, Canzone? Oh shit. Four seam and sliders. 93-20. Okay. Damn, hella line drives. More line drives. So yeah, I'm gonna say Kyle. Right, he's in there, but honestly, it's other like Julio that look better to me with double the odds. So what you do? Okay, I'll just Julio, Kyle, Suarez, and then you got some Naylor and Polanco, and then you got a Cole Young that's in a sneaky spot. 93-10 over his last 10, 92-20 over his last 5. You eliminate the changeup because he's going to see a lot of four seams and sliders, more power, more barrel. And you can see here, like his last four seam he's seen from a righty, piss missile. And you getting him at plus 1200 as our long shot. So keep that in mind. You got options on that team. If you stuck on who, go look and see who come in weak spots. See the weaker side that the pitcher has so you can try to target a hand. Or make you like a total base lay or some of that nature. Logan Evans, Rowdy Tellez. So we're going to start from the top. Sinker cutter, this all around the same. So righties is good to go. Righties, 92, no exit velo. No barrels. Okay, I see why. Lefties, no. That shit all even too, so even better. I ain't got to just 99-20 over 10, 103-40 over 5. 40%, everything gets hit over 95 miles an hour. That's what we want to see. 30%, 80. Langford at plus 550 is in a great spot today to go yard. Jung, 93-10. A lot of line drives. Hine, lefty. Seager, 94-20 over his last 10 at-bats. 20% fly, 50 hard hit. 20% fly, 60 hard hit. Now, he got the hard hit percentage. I see that these ground balls is creeping up. That's the thing. At plus 355, those ground balls creeping up in his more recent at-bats. But he definitely got the power at 96 exit velo. He been going absolutely crazy. Okay, they're not even showing his home run odds. That's actually crazy. Tellez, 94-10. 30% fly, 50 hard hit, 20-60. See, it's 93 exit velo at plus 650. Who's this? Carter, Jock Peterson, 86-10. Like, where's the power at? Is he back? Nope. I don't know. I don't think so, because it say September 4th. But that shit looked crazy. That damn sure had my attention. Langford and see, Seager, 95-20 with a 20% fly over 10 at bats. 50. I'm gonna throw Seager in there. He overdue too, 355. But the best option is Langford. Langford is the best spot, and that's good to know. Righties is where his weakness is. Higher barrel, more home runs per nine, more homers, more hard hits. So Langford fall right into that. Cardinals, Padres. Padres is a good park for right-hand hitters. 70-degree weather, wind going left to right, which will help favor lefties. Andre Palante, Dylan Cease. So we got Andre with 14 homers, 7 to the lefties, 7 to righties, even keel, about a homer a game to both. Dylan Cease, 17 homers, 9 to lefties, 8 to righties. Again, like even keel. Let's come see what we got here. Start with Manny. 101 exit velo over 10 is crazy. About even keel. 10% fly ball. 0 is last 5. I said the same thing yesterday. Well, when I looked at it, I'm sorry. This is the one that I added to the timeline late, but that's the reason he wasn't on there yesterday. He had the same situation where it was just crazy high line drives and ground balls against these specific pitches from the righties. You're a lefty. Do y'all get anything dominant? Yes. Lefties get four seam heavy. Gotcha. Noted. Tatis, you're going to see what you're going to see. Low exit velo, and it makes sense. Okay, no fly ball. Xander, same thing. Exit velocity. This is over 10 at bat size. So it's like lefties, this better. You're going to see four seams. 93-10. There we go. 30% 40, 40% 20 with a 90. Okay, what's Gavin? Watch Gavin if he end up playing. Ryan O'Hearn with a 20% barrel over his last 5. A 90 exit velo, 10 over 10. And you're going to see a lot of these, buddy. 96-10, 40% fly, 10-70. This is what we want to see. 40% fly ball, consistent hard hits with a 96 exit velo against the four seam, which he will see 63% of the time. To lefties, he throw nothing but four seams at plus 750. We got us a good long shot with Ryan O'Hearn. Miro. Now look at Miro right here. Shout out Miro. I know it's been. I'm telling y'all, I'm the get it together whisper. I did it with Julio. I stick to my guns. When it looked good, it looked good. Like, and I try not to let it. Jackson, is he back? He finally went yard yesterday. He finally went yard after a long time, and he was on the sheet that I gave. Shout out to the couple of people that tagged me that hit him. Now look, versus the knuckle curve, four seam, and slider. Even though I noticed that's all. Let's say less. I'm doing this for a reason. I want to get like another pitch in there. 97-40. Look over here, crazy power, and it's just been inconsistent. Like he just been having unfortunate luck. 103-29, 390. That should be out of here. This should be out of here. This one I can understand because it should have been. If he would have got this to like 95, this should be out of here. He finally caught a hold of one yesterday, and that bitch was out of here. Right? 97-40 over 10, 99-60 over 5. You eliminate the four seam alone, it's gonna be the same exact thing. 70% fly ball, 50% hard hit. 100% fly ball, 20-60 his last 5. And they got him at plus 630. With the wind going left to right, favoring him again. I would not be surprised if Miro go back to back. He's in a great spot. And these lefties, Ryan O'Hearn, Miro gonna be my favorite because that's what all the pitches. But I'm noticing for real, that's just against the four seam. You can look right here and see that's none but four seam. So I'm loving the lefties here. Lefty here, you're gonna see four seams. Laureano, you're gonna see everything you've seen, and you still got a 98-30 over 10 at bats. Sheesh. 50% fly, 70 hard hit. Love to see it. 40-60. Love to see it. Plus 600. Why is the odds so high here? Diaz. B. Johnson. All right, so Miro is my favorite. Ryan O'Hearn right behind him. Laureano up there. No, okay, I'll take that back. Miro, Laureano, then Ryan O'Hearn. Those are the top 3. If you want to add Gavin in there if he end up playing, but if I had to pick an order, it's Miro, Laureano, then Ryan O'Hearn. All right, we move to the other side. Hold on, let me start up here with Donovan. Slider, four seam. That was about the same, 40%. So lefties is the same pitch. Righties. This look crazy. 95-30. And you're going to see the slider more. Damn. That changed everything. But hold on. Let me see. Look, the four seam is what he want. You eliminate that four seam, shit get bad with that slider. And he's pitching that down there 52% of the time. So if you don't care about that, he's definitely in a good spot. If you care about that pitch, you're going to see more that he's not having the best of luck with. There's your answer. You're a righty, so you're going to get the slider. And again, that's why they throwing that slider. The slider four seam is even kill to the lefties, and he's smashing 97-30, 70 fly ball, 70 hard hit. At plus 500, love Alec Burleson today. Lars, a lefty, he going to see both of them. So 89-10. Victor Scott, you're a lefty, so you're going to see both. He finally went yard yesterday. You're going to see the slider. You're a righty. No power there. Righty. Oh, that looked fine and dandy. 93-10. Okay, you kept up some of that power. Over the last 120 to sliders. 80, damn. Over 10-60. Watch him, y'all. He's in a sneaky spot. Watch Jordan Walker. He actually hit the slider well. Okay, what is this? Herrera, hold on. You're righty. 95-10. Oh, a lot of ground balls. Gorman, 89-10. 89-10. Righty, you're going to get the slider, buddy. Do these motherfuckers even play? So, Burleson is the only thing I really love. If you want to take Contreras and Walker because of their metrics against the four seam as well, if they can just, they consider it like sitting on the pitch. If they can just wait those sliders out and catch that four seam, by all means, Jordan Walker, you can add Walker and Contreras. But Burleson is by far the best. He's going to see, he pitched the slider and the four seam even to both and destroying those with a 70% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball. So there's that. And Tigers Phillies is our Sunday game of the night. We got Charlie Morton making his debut as a Tiger, 16 homers, 9 to lefties, 7 to righties. Versus Christopher Sanchez, 10 homers, 1 to lefties, 9 to righties. One thing I will point out, which I already knew, but you can see here, he's stingy to the homers per 9. He's not a fly ball pitcher. Sanchez is not a fly ball pitcher. He pitches a lot of ground ball outs. Keep it in mind. Start up top with Trey Turner, last 10 versus righties. Okay, so to righties, what we doing? Even kill. 95, 97, the exit velocity there. Are you getting any 40%? 60%. I like this at plus 650. I'm telling you, do not always fall for this as being 0%. Always. If they got power, do yourself the favor of just going to go peek and see. I see you got the exit velocity. Can you at least get a few of them in the air? Do not let this fool you and make you think that a person can't get fly balls or barrels because it say 0%. That's the biggest mistake a lot of people make. They looking for bright green on both, which is good, but you'll find sneaky spots when you go look for yourself and just make sure, do they hit fly balls? If I can get you to hit a fly ball and you hitting 95 mile an hour 70% of the time or higher off the bat, I'm putting myself in good spots. Okay, so righties wasn't seeing nothing specific. Lefties is a different story. Let's see. Damn, 102.50. With a 40% fly, 2080. That's insane. Now, do lefties? It's four seams and curves. It's four seams and curves, and nothing really changed. It dropped down from 101 to 98. Oh my God. Kyle Schwarber is going yard. Kyle Schwarber is going yard against Charlie Morton. He got 2 homers against him already in his career. And they're playing in Philly. Top 2 parks for lefties. Lefties love Philly. I tell y'all that all the time. Right, and make sure, yep. Lefties love Citizen Park. Citizen Bank. And look, Kyle Schwarber, 18 homers there with a 600 slug. Like, he gonna go yard. Remuto, so the righties don't have to worry about nothing. 97-20 is crazy. 20% flop. Damn. Oh man, nah, never mind. Total bases, if anything, with that power, I do like that. Remove this changeup because he's throwing 40% curves and four seams. Harper, that look good. Cool. Take the changeup off. 93-40. It goes up even higher. 50-20-50. Last five. 40-20-20. Bryce Harper's up there as well. So we got Bryce, we got Swarzer, we got our lefties. Kepler. I like this. 93-20 over his last 10. Remove this changeup because he's going to throw heavy curve and four seam. 30% fly ball, 40% fly 80. Max Kepler fly ball ain't been high in a minute. And look, his 97-20 over his last five at 560. Yeah, this about to be a lefty party. Bader, you a righty, so you're going to see exactly what you see. Marsh, remove this changeup. You're going to see more curves and four seams. Nothing there. Sosa, righty, you're going to see what you see. 10%. Oh, no. Kemp. Martian, who the hell is this? You're going to bat lefty, so remove the change. Okay. So, yeah. Old favorite. Look, you got Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and third place will be Max Kepler. So all lefties. And guess what, y'all? That's the side we want to be on. He give up more homers per nine, 10% barrel, more hard hits, more fly balls, and he right there, they both even with the home run and the fly balls. That's where we want to be at anyway. Christopher Sanchez, I'll say it again. Be careful. He is not a fly ball pitcher. His arsenal is set up consistently to force ground balls. Yeah, Riley Green, we already know. Riley versus lefties is not it. Versus lefties, he's high sinker. Okay, see, he throwing that shit that's gonna make you hit ground balls. Torque. Let's see, last 10, 91-0. Changeup and a sinker, no less sliders. Look, man, this shit might look bad for everybody. We might see 93-10 for Glaber. Excuse me, he went yard yesterday. He don't throw that slider as much. So 89-0. 20%, like, man, this gonna get bad. Zach McKinstry, lefty. All sinkers to lefties, sinkers and changes to righties. Noted. Javier, you a righty, so it's gonna be the sinker. This is no sliders. Do y'all see what I'm seeing? Like, look at all of their power. This is bad. Damn. Last 10, 90-10. I like this. 40-50. Okay, yeah, Daz. Yeah, now let's take off the slider. Okay. Exit velo went up. Barrel stayed the same. Okay, fly ball, 70. Boom, boom. 40, boom, boom. We got us one. Dylan Dingler plus 870. We finally caught us one. And he been actually seeing lefties well. 315 batting average, 500 slug, 200 ISO. Gary Carpenter, you're a lefty. You're gonna see all sinkers, buddy. And that shit ain't hitting on Nathan. Perez, you're a lefty. You're going to see all sinkers. Hold on. No, you're a lefty, so you're going to bat righty. I'm sorry. You're going to see changeup and sinker. And you do absolutely shit to those. Ibanez, righty. You're going to see the sinker and the change. Okay. 90. Hold on. You got an exit velo at 90. That ain't it. Jake Rogers. Okay. 97-33 against changeups and sinkers. Yeah, all line drives. It's gonna be a lot of total bases for the for if anything for Detroit, it's gonna be a lot of hits and total bases. Cause they shit in the bed against them two pitches, but it makes sense. It makes complete. I only seen one thing that stood out to me, y'all, and that is Dylan Dingler as a long shot at plus 870. That is it. I'll go through this pitcher weak spots so I can try to get this uploaded to y'all before game time. We're going to refresh one more time. I'm going to do this, refresh one more time. And let's get to the money on. Before we get up out of here, get this uploaded for y'all. All right, pitcher weak spots. Let's see if we see anything. So let's just, these updated. I can see confirmed lineup. So Bregman we did speak on. That was the only clear. And I always reiterate clear because it's spots like these. 426 with a 171. That could be a weak spot. 415, 151. So 6 and 8 could be weak spots. 6, Sedan, 8, Abreu. These can be weak spots. Pay attention to that. Look at this. A 500 slug. It's not lit up because this didn't make it to 200. This can be that's power. Batting first could be a weak spot. With 467 with a 167. That's ninth. Those are weak spots. So, but I'm gonna just go off of for time's sake to get this uploaded. Sanchez, Correa. Those I think we did mention Sanchez. Those fall in weak spots. We got confirmed lineups here. Belo and Hunter Fiducia. I don't know who the fuck. Will Smith, Conforto. We did mention Will Smith. Far as Joey Boyle. All right, we got Jacob. I just seen something that just said he got put on the IL, so he might not even be pitching. But we will say first and second, and they're not confirmed. So all I can say is first and second. Brad Lord first. Seth Lugo second, fourth, fifth. Chris Bassett third and fifth, which is okay. That is in Vinny. We definitely said Vinny. Perez. We definitely said Perez. So those confirmed. Okay. Carson third. Juan Soto. We definitely did. We say Juan Soto? No, it was Pete and Jeff McNeil. Alvarez is also in the weak spot. We seen as like a iffy. He just didn't have a fly ball. This Frankie Montas, second, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth is insane. Nothing for Luis because he fresh back. Edward Cabrera got a third weak spot at the third batting order. Jose Urena, second, fourth, and ninth. Joey Cantillo, second, fifth, seventh, which is Ryan Jeffers, Cody Clemens, and Trevor Larnage. Brandon Young, third and fourth. Also seventh, eighth, and ninth. Lord. Colin Rea, third, seventh, and eighth. Mitch Keller, first. Bradley Blaylock, whatever, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth are his weak spots. Damn. Eduardo, first, second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh. Man, Jack Perkins, seventh and fourth. Sean Burke, third, fourth, fifth, ninth. Jack, first, fourth, sixth. And Jacob deGrom, first, fourth, sixth. Logan, first, second, third, fifth, sixth. Andre, fourth, fifth, seventh. Dylan Cease, second, fifth, seventh. Last but not least, first, third, and fifth for Charlie Morton, and ninth. I'm sorry. Christopher Sanchez, the fourth spot alone. So those are your weak spots. So love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow live on stream. Can't wait to see y'all faces. Rock out with my cousins. Let's get to this bag. May the night be the best gambling night of your gambling life. I can't stress it enough. Play your straights. If you are going to force the parlays and you insist on it, round robin. Or if every leg in the parlay is plus 400 or higher, play the legs in it. If you got a 3-leg parlay and all the legs are plus 400 or higher, go ahead and play the legs in it straight as well as the parlay. Matter of fact, right now, I just thumbnailed. If you look, I just added the video where in the beginning of this video, I showed you exactly how to do it. So use that to your advantage. When every leg is over plus 400 and it's just a 3-leg. Just look at that video I just put on the screen to go back and look at that in the beginning of that video. Love y'all. In a minute.